round off to the nearest tens. Okay, now consider the number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, when you look at the number line, you have 0 here and 10 here. Okay, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now here the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, they are closer to 0. Okay, and so the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are rounded off to 0. Okay, and the numbers are rounded off to 0, and the numbers 6, 7, 8 and 9. These numbers, they are closer to 10. So the numbers 6, 7, 8 and 9 can be rounded off to 10. Now what about this 5? This number 5, it is equidistant from 0 and 10. Okay, this 5 is at equal distance from 0 and 10. And so 5, our common practice is we round off this 5 also. Okay, this 5 also we will round it off to 10. Clear? Now I will give you an example. Now look at this number 57. Okay, now in this example, how can you round off this number to the nearest tens? Okay, now for rounding off to nearest tens, always remember in your answer, in the ones place you will have 0 only. Okay, now in the given number, okay, look at the ones place. For rounding off to tens, you will look at the ones place. Okay, if the ones place number is 5 or greater than 5, then you will add 1 to the previous number. Clear? If the ones place number is 5 or greater than 5, you will add 1 to the previous number. So the previous number here is 5. So when you add 1 to this 5, you will get 6. So your answer is 60. Okay, now consider another example 24. Now here in the answer, in the ones place for rounding off to tens, we will have 0. Okay, and here for rounding off to tens, you have to look at the ones place. Please remember, for rounding off to tens, you have to look at the ones place. Okay, so if the ones place number is less than 5, okay, if the ones place number is less than 5, then you will put the same number. The number given here is 2, so same number you will put here. Can you understand the difference? Okay, one more example I will give you, 68. Okay, so in your answer, in the ones place you will have 0, and you have to look at the number in the ones place. So here it is greater than 5. So you are adding 1 to the previous number. Okay, so 6 plus 1 becomes 7. So 70 is your answer. This is the general rule. Okay, this is the rule you will apply for all, for finding nearest hundreds and for finding nearest thousands. The same rule you will use. Is it clear? Now consider any 3-digit number. Okay, so 326. So this you have to round off to the nearest tens. So here also in our ones place we will have 0. Okay, so you have to look at the number in the ones place. So in the ones place we have 6, which is greater than 5. So to the previous number we will add 1. Okay, so this 2 plus 1, it will become 3. Okay, and the remaining number, this 3 you will put as it is. Okay, so this is the rule we are following to round off to the nearest tens. Clear? Now next, round off to the nearest hundreds. So how can we round off a number to the nearest hundreds? Okay, look at the example. I am considering a 3-digit number. Okay, say 2 235. Okay, in this number, for rounding off to hundreds, okay, there for rounding off to tens, first we look at the ones place number. Here we are rounding off to hundreds, so which place we have to look at? Tens place. Okay, so tens place we have to look here. Okay, but in our answer, in tens, what we did? In ones place we have put 0. Here we are rounding off to nearest hundreds. So in the last two places we will have 0. Okay, because our answer will be in 100 because it is a 3-digit number. Okay, so in the last two places we are putting 0. Okay, and we have to look at the number in the tens place. If the tens place number is less than 5, okay, if it is less than 5, we will put the same number 2. Clear? Next, consider one more example. 358. Okay, so in the answer, in the last two places, we will have 0. Okay, and which place we have to look at? We have to look at the tens place because we are rounding off to 100. So look at the tens place. If the number is 5 or greater than 5, then we will add 1 to the previous number. So 3 plus 1, so it will be 4. 400. Clear? Now one more example. 841. Okay, so in the last two places we will have 0 and we have to look at the number in the tens place. So it is 4 which is less than 5. So this 8 will come as such. Clear? Now I am considering 4-digit number. 4750. Okay, now same way in the last two places we will have 0 and we have to look at the number in the tens place. So if the tens place number is 5 or greater than 5, then we will add 1 to the previous number. So the previous number is 7. 7 plus 1 will be 8 and this 4 as such we will put. Clear? Now next example, one more example I will give you, 5-digit number. So 49,730. Look at this example. So 100. So last two places will be 0. Okay. Now we have to look at the number in the tens place. So the tens place number is 3 here. Okay. So if it is less than 5, then we will put the same number 7. Okay, and the remaining two numbers as such we will put. Is it clear? Now coming to round off to the nearest thousands. Okay, here I am considering a 4-digit number. Okay, we are rounding off to the nearest thousands. So I am considering the number 2573. Okay, now how can we round off to the nearest thousand? For tens, we added 1 0 in our answer. For hundreds, we have added 2 zeros. So here thousands. So we have to add 3 zeros. Clear? Now, which place we have to look? Thousands means we have to look at the hundreds place. So hundreds place, if the number is 5 or greater than 5, we will add 1 to the previous number. Yes or no? Yes. So it is 5 here. So we have to add 1 to this 2. Okay, so 2 plus 1 will be 3. So our answer is 3000. Clear? Now one more example. 6404. Okay, so in our answer thousands. So last three places will be 0 and we have to look at the number in the hundreds place. So hundreds place we have 4 here. So which is less than 5. So this 6 as such we will put. Clear? Now I am considering 5-digit number. Okay, 65,437. Okay, in the sum, the last three places we have to put 0. Okay. Then we have to look at the number in the hundreds place. In the hundreds place, if it is less than 5, we will put the same number 5 and the remaining 6. So 65,000. Is it clear how to round off to the nearest thousands? Yes.